There's a real reason this message has reached you right now, at this exact point in your life. It's not just a random coincidence or something that happened by chance without any meaning behind it. It feels more like an answer to a quiet signal your own soul has been sending out into the world for a while now. Lately, you might have noticed a soft pressure or a subtle warmth sitting in your chest. Maybe you've also felt a little restless without really being able to explain why. It can feel like you're waiting for something important, even though you can't quite picture what that something is yet. Your inner self might be trying to tell you that you're finally ready, and that life is starting to respond to a call that's been living inside you for a long time. You may have noticed your emotions shifting in ways that don't quite make sense, or felt a strange kind of sadness show up out of nowhere with no obvious cause. At times, it might even feel like you're anticipating someone special arriving, even though you haven't made plans to meet anyone new. This feeling isn't just your imagination, and it definitely doesn't mean something is wrong with you. Instead, it can feel like a signal coming from somewhere deeper within you. A part of you that senses good change coming before your conscious mind can fully catch up and understand it. On some level, your soul may already sense that someone important is moving closer along your path. What you're feeling could be life quietly showing you signs that a meaningful new chapter in your love story is starting to take shape. It's almost like something bigger than you is carefully arranging timing and circumstances with real precision and care. This isn't just a passing wish or some fleeting hope drifting through your mind. It feels much bigger than that. It carries the energy of a real turning point, one that has the potential to reshape several areas of your life in beautiful, unexpected ways. The message reaching you today feels significant because it touches something your heart has been carrying for much longer than you might realize. Somewhere out there may be one specific person who is currently being shaped in their own way to one day make you a central part of their future. This process isn't simple, and it's definitely not quick. It's unfolding slowly and deeply, and it serves an important purpose for both of you. That person is learning right now how to genuinely value, respect, and protect a love that carries real depth and meaning. Their affection, when it arrives, won't feel chaotic or full of empty promises. Instead, it will feel steady, peaceful, and sincere. It will be consistent in a way that brings comfort rather than confusion. It's worth pausing here to really sit with what this could mean, especially because difficult experiences from your past may have shaped how you expect relationships to go. You may have learned through experience to expect uncertainty, inconsistency, or disappointment as just part of the deal. But this connection carries a completely different kind of energy. It's not built on obsession, unhealthy attachment, or some unrealistic idea of perfection. It's rooted in being real and in feeling emotionally safe. This person will see you as a kind of safe harbor, a place where they can fully be themselves. They'll feel secure enough to share not just their biggest dreams, but also their deepest fears with you. And that openness won't come from pressure or obligation. It will come from genuine trust. The love this person brings has the potential to completely shift how you see relationships, because it grows through cooperation rather than control. It develops through mutual support, not power struggles. Now, your mind might push back against this idea sometimes, especially if there are old wounds that haven't fully healed yet. You might find yourself wondering whether something this good could really be meant for you. That doubt makes sense. It tends to show up whenever something meaningful is approaching. But doubt doesn't determine what's actually real or what's coming. Every hard season you've gone through, every lonely night you've sat through, all of it may have been quietly preparing you to receive a different kind of love. You're not being asked to just sit around and wait without purpose. Every experience you've lived through has been shaping you, building your strength, and helping you become more capable of receiving a relationship that actually reflects the depth of who you are. Every lesson you've learned has sharpened your ability to recognize real, genuine love when it finally shows up. Life wants you to understand that this connection isn't just casual or ordinary. It carries the potential to teach you new kinds of trust, partnership, and emotional security. Small things happening in your everyday life might already be quietly hinting that something meaningful is on its way. But here's something important. Before this person fully steps into your life, there may be a kind of transformation that needs to happen within them first. A quiet but powerful shift is happening beneath the surface in their world. This might actually be part of why the waiting has felt so long, and why timing has mattered so much. While you're going about your daily routine, handling your responsibilities, something significant could be unfolding somewhere else entirely. It's like there's an invisible thread connecting two separate stories, slowly pulling two paths closer together. Someone, somewhere, may be going through real personal growth right now. Growth that's preparing them to one day offer you the kind of respect and care you actually deserve. This person won't arrive at a deeper understanding of love by accident. Their struggles are teaching them something. Every hardship they go through is stripping away layers of fear, pride, and emotional resistance. These experiences are shaping them into someone who can walk into a relationship as an equal partner, not as someone looking to be rescued or fixed. In the same way life has been teaching you, it may also be teaching them. They're learning how to navigate a meaningful connection without letting old wounds dictate how they show up. They're discovering how to love with more maturity, more patience, more understanding. When this person eventually appears in your life, they may immediately notice qualities in you that other people overlooked. They'll see your strength, your resilience, the depth of character you built through everything you've been through. What others may have taken for granted, they'll genuinely value. There's also a strong chance that right now they're dealing with their own significant challenges. Maybe they're walking away from a relationship that no longer served them, healing from some kind of disappointment, or spending time alone to better understand themselves. That period of solitude isn't a punishment. It's preparation. Their time alone might be transforming how they understand love, shifting it from something casual into something meaningful and lasting. They might be feeling a kind of emptiness in their day-to-day life, one that no achievement, distraction, or temporary connection can really fill. It's like there's a space inside them that's reserved for something more real, more authentic. Their heart is softening. Their emotional walls are slowly coming down. Fear is starting to lose its grip on them. By the time they meet you, they may finally be capable of welcoming love without constantly bracing themselves for loss or disappointment. This way of looking at things changes the meaning of your waiting period. It suggests you haven't been forgotten, you haven't been overlooked. A love with this kind of depth needs a solid foundation, and foundations take time to build properly. If this person had shown up much earlier, they might not have been ready to give you the consistency and devotion you deserve. The timing matters, because growth matters. Readiness matters. While you're working on things like self-respect, healthy boundaries, and emotional balance, they might be learning how to love without fear, insecurity, or running away. These parallel journeys, happening separately, are quietly building a bridge between your two experiences. Trust that the time you're spending growing right now isn't wasted. Every lesson, every challenge, every quiet evening, all of it is contributing to a future where mutual respect becomes the foundation of something meaningful. This preparation matters because the connection forming here has the potential to feel completely different from relationships you've had before. It might completely change how you understand what a real partner can be. This won't be a relationship built around checking boxes, meeting expectations, or following some traditional formula. It feels bigger than that. It's more like two people recognizing something familiar in each other right from the start. There's often a sense of familiarity that comes with meaningful connections, something that feels both brand new and strangely recognizable at the same time. It's almost like two separate stories that have been developing on their own, finally reaching the chapter where they meet. When this person enters your life, the experience might feel unlike anything you've known before. The relationship won't be built around possessiveness, jealousy, or fear. Instead, it will be a conscious choice made by two whole, complete people who freely choose each other every single day. Rather than making your world smaller, this bond will likely expand it. It can encourage growth, give you a stronger sense of purpose, and bring deeper meaning into even the most ordinary moments. This relationship won't run on big, dramatic gestures alone. Its strength will show up through consistency. The way this person values you will show in everyday actions, in how attentive they are, how reliable they are, and how they treat you even when no one else is watching. Their focus on you won't fade once the initial excitement settles down. They'll listen when you talk. They'll remember the little details that matter to you. They'll genuinely try to understand things from your point of view. Their affection won't just live in words. It'll be backed up by actions that build real trust over time. You'll see their commitment in the small things, the messages they send, the promises they actually follow through on, and the way they keep showing up, even during hard times. Being around them will feel reassuring, not uncertain. You won't constantly find yourself wondering where you stand with them. Instead of confusion, there will be clarity. Instead of guessing, there will be understanding. Instead of emotional games, there will be honesty. Over time, this relationship might teach both of you that real love isn't about being perfect. It's about choosing each other through growth, through challenges, through wins and changes. It's about building something meaningful together while still allowing each of you to stay true to who you are. The future being prepared for you isn't based on some fantasy. It's based on growth, maturity, and mutual respect. The lessons you've learned along the way weren't pointless. The hard things you've survived weren't a waste. They've helped shape who you're becoming. As life continues to unfold, stay open to the idea that something beautiful is getting closer. Keep growing. Keep trusting yourself. Keep becoming the person you were always meant to become. The love that aligns with what you truly value will recognize you when it arrives. And when it does, it might feel less like meeting a stranger and more like finding a missing piece of a story that's been waiting a long time to come together. This person will look at you and immediately recognize something rare, something worth cherishing and protecting. Every word you say will be met with real attention and genuine care. They won't just hear your voice. They'll actually listen to understand your inner world, the quiet dreams living inside your heart. Loving you will feel like something meaningful to them, almost like a kind of responsibility they take seriously and feel honored to carry. You won't find yourself repeating the same things over and over just to feel heard. You won't need to raise your voice to get their attention, appreciation, or recognition. Your presence alone will carry real weight in their life. Often, they'll sense what you're feeling before you even put it into words, and they'll respond with kindness, compassion, and understanding. The smallest details about you will stay safely tucked away in their memory. Things other people might have overlooked or brushed off will become little pieces of insight they hold on to, things they'll use to bring more joy into your life. For them, getting to know who you really are, learning the language of your heart, will become one of the most meaningful journeys of their life. That exhausting cycle of constantly seeking attention or having to ask to be a priority, that will finally come to an end. You won't have to fight for a place in their daily life. They'll offer you that place freely, with genuine happiness and gratitude. They'll understand that loving you isn't some burden. It's a gift, one that life has placed in their hands. You'll never have to prove your worth to them or convince them you're enough. To them, you'll already be enough, exactly as you are. You'll simply become the answer their heart has been quietly searching for. Their love will show itself through everyday choices, thoughtful actions, and long-term plans. They'll build their future with a real desire to create a life where you feel secure, valued, and fulfilled. Honoring your heart will feel like part of their deeper purpose. Protecting your emotional well-being will matter to them, no matter what life throws their way. One of the clearest signs of this connection will be how naturally they stand by you and support you, even when you're not around. They'll talk about you with admiration, pride, and real respect. Without even thinking twice, they'll include you in their hopes, dreams, and future plans. Over time, life might start to feel incomplete to them without you in it, simply because their idea of happiness will naturally include building something meaningful together with you. But here's maybe the most beautiful part of all this. This kind of devotion won't ever limit your freedom. Unlike relationships where care slowly turns into control, This person will offer you both security and independence at the same time. Their love will create a sense of safety without putting up restrictions. Being with them will feel like standing in a wide, open field, not being locked inside a small room. The relationship will never become something that limits your growth or holds you back from becoming who you're meant to be. Instead, it'll create space for both of you to grow, evolve, and explore life side by side. This person won't try to reshape who you are or ask you to hide parts of yourself. They won't expect you to become someone different to earn their love. Instead, they'll appreciate and admire the very things that make you, you. The qualities that once made you feel misunderstood will become exactly what they treasure most about you. The version of yourself that you may have once needed to shrink down, that version will be fully celebrated here, in places where others once tried to squeeze you into narrow expectations. This person will respect your need for alone time when you need it, and they'll encourage the things that bring you happiness and fulfillment, even if those things don't directly involve them. If you've ever felt like you had to make yourself smaller so other people would feel more comfortable, this will feel like the complete opposite. This person will want you to shine as brightly as you can. They'll encourage you to step fully into your potential without fear. Your wins and achievements will bring them genuine happiness, not jealousy or discomfort. They'll actively cheer you on toward your biggest goals because they understand that your growth strengthens what you have together. They'll see your progress as something to celebrate. Every step forward you take will feel like a win for both of you because they know love thrives when both people keep growing. Even during the hard stretches, they'll stay by your side with patience and steady support. Your mistakes won't make them think less of you. They'll comfort you without harsh judgment, and they'll give you the space you need to heal at your own pace. They understand that real love shows its true strength most clearly during the tough moments, not just the easy ones. This connection will gradually turn both of you into mirrors for each other, encouraging growth and self-discovery just by being together. Simply being in each other's lives will inspire positive change. They'll feel motivated to work through their own struggles because they want to become the best version of themselves while sharing their life with you. Growth in this relationship will keep happening naturally, on its own. Both of you will push each other toward your full potential. This bond will go far beyond physical attraction, and while that attraction might feel powerful and very alive, it'll be balanced out by emotional safety, trust, and real companionship. Together, you'll create this rare mix of excitement and peace side by side. Comfortable silence will feel meaningful instead of awkward. Vulnerable moments will be met with gentleness instead of criticism. You'll feel safe sharing parts of yourself that you've kept hidden from others before. This mutual respect, combined with personal freedom, forms the foundation of the relationship that seems to be making its way toward you. This isn't a love born out of loneliness, fear, or desperation. It's a love that fully appreciates and celebrates who you already are right now. One of the most remarkable parts of all this is that even if you haven't met this person yet, it can feel like there's already an invisible connection linking you two together. There's a sense that something deeper is quietly unfolding, just beyond what you can normally perceive. Thoughts, feelings, and subtle emotions seem to travel along this unseen connection in ways that are hard to put into words. There's a kind of quiet mystery at work here, operating just beyond what's easy to observe. This bond feels strong, like outside circumstances can't easily weaken it. It's like an open channel through which emotions and intentions move naturally between two people who are slowly being brought closer together. What makes this moment feel especially meaningful is the sense that this connection has become more active lately than it used to be. That might be why you've recently noticed unusual emotions, stronger gut feelings, or unexpected feelings popping up throughout your day. One of the strongest signs of this is often a deep longing for the future, almost like missing someone you've never actually met. There's a strange familiarity tied to that feeling, like your heart somehow already recognizes a presence your eyes haven't seen yet. At times, it might feel like your soul remembers them, quietly hoping for some kind of reunion. There may even be moments where your heart feels connected to possibilities or promises that don't really make sense through logic alone. If you've ever felt the urge to go home while you're already sitting in your own home, you might understand this feeling. It carries this calm certainty that somewhere there's a place where you'll be fully welcomed and understood. This sensation isn't really sadness. It might just reflect that a space is being prepared for you, somewhere in another person's life. Through this unseen connection, it can sometimes feel like their emotions reach you too. That might explain why moments of unexpected peace or happiness sometimes show up out of nowhere. During those quiet moments, it might feel like someone, somewhere, is thinking about love, hope, and the future in ways that quietly resonate with your own spirit. When sudden restlessness shows up, it might be connected to challenges happening within their own personal growth journey. Because of this subtle connection, you might occasionally feel tied to their experiences, even from a distance. In a symbolic way, it's like you're both already learning how to support each other long before you ever meet in person. This kind of energetic exchange suggests a natural ability to encourage and strengthen one another. One of the places people often notice these kinds of connections most clearly is in dreams. During sleep, when the busy mind finally quiets down, deeper emotions often get the space to surface. You may have had dreams where someone felt incredibly familiar, comforting, and safe, even though you couldn't quite make out their face. Those kinds of dreams can leave a lasting impression, staying with you long after you wake up. They often carry feelings of reassurance, support, and emotional closeness. Dreams like these can feel like gentle reminders that something meaningful is still unfolding behind the scenes. Waking up with a peaceful heart and a sense of warmth might leave you feeling connected to something bigger than yourself. Even when the actual details of the dream fade away, that emotional feeling tends to stick around, like a quiet promise. It gently suggests that meaningful pieces are continuing to line up, even if you can't fully see how just yet. Life unfolds one day at a time, but there's a sense that important pieces are steadily moving into place, slowly preparing the way for a connection that will arrive when the timing is right. Along with these dreams and inner experiences, your body might also start picking up on subtle signs related to this sense of something getting closer. A lot of people report unusual physical sensations when a meaningful connection is approaching. You might suddenly feel a gentle warmth spreading through your chest, almost like a small light has quietly turned on somewhere deep inside you. Other times you might feel unexpected chills or tingles, even when the temperature around you hasn't changed at all. These sensations can show up without warning, leaving you wondering where they came from. For a lot of people, these moments feel meaningful rather than random. They can feel like gentle nudges, signs that your awareness is becoming more sensitive to positive changes happening around you. It might feel like your body is picking up on some new energy entering your life, long before your conscious mind fully catches on. While the reasons behind these sensations can vary, they often leave behind a strong feeling that something significant is gradually getting closer. You might also notice a pleasant scent appearing out of nowhere, with no obvious source nearby. Maybe it reminds you of fresh flowers, the smell of clean air after rain, or some familiar scent that immediately brings comfort and peace. These moments often stick in your memory because they show up so suddenly and disappear just as fast. There 1 second, gone the next, leaving only the feeling behind. It's often the emotional impact of these experiences that makes them stand out. Even after the sensation itself fades, a sense of calm, hope, or quiet anticipation might stay with you for the rest of the day. Sometimes these signs appear during completely ordinary moments when your attention is elsewhere, while you're working, walking, reading, or just enjoying a peaceful moment, and suddenly a wave of warmth or reassurance passes through you without any clear reason. Experiences like this can give you the sense that life is communicating in quiet, subtle ways rather than loud, obvious ones. Instead of big announcements, the message comes through small details that gently catch your attention. You might also start noticing meaningful coincidences more often. Certain words, songs, names, or symbols might start showing up repeatedly in ways that feel personal to you. On their own, each instance might seem small, but together they can create a sense that a bigger pattern is slowly emerging. These kinds of experiences often invite you to reflect, to pay closer attention to your thoughts, feelings, and intuition. They seem to suggest that something important is developing beneath the surface, even if you can't see the full picture yet. At times, you might feel an unexpected sense of peace, without any clear reason for it. The worries that usually fill your mind might quiet down for a while, replaced by a feeling that everything is unfolding exactly as it's supposed to. This kind of calm can feel especially powerful because it shows up without needing anything outside of you to confirm it. Nothing about your circumstances may have changed, yet your heart feels lighter and your spirit feels more hopeful. There might also be moments where you suddenly feel inspired to improve certain parts of your life. You might feel motivated to take better care of yourself, to finally pursue goals you've been putting off, or to let go of habits that no longer serve who you're becoming. A lot of people see these kinds of shifts as signs of preparation, like life is quietly encouraging them to become the strongest, most authentic version of themselves just before an important new chapter begins.